Okay, good morning guys. So today we are going to start with the policy section. So now let's, for an example, we can take this lease and service now. Okay. This lease and service now, if you can see, first it has the policy name and description of the policy and the policy triggering condition. Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay, so here we are. So the trigger condition for this one is 12 months. Okay, 12 months. And we have start date and end date for this policy. And order of execution starts from 1. This is the order of execution and it starts from 1. And it is already in the published status. Let's see one by one. First of all, whenever the lease ends, a particular lease ends in the sense, what are the steps it is taking to proceed forward? Here, the first and the foremost one is the notify about upcoming lease end. So trigger type is on lease end. So end date relatively before 1 day ago. 1 day ago, it is trying to send a notification to the owner of a particular whoever using that particular server or whatever it is, if they have leased out a particular one, okay, then then this policy will be working and it will be sending a notification to the user and relatively like this. And after this, first of all, they're sending the notification. Second type, stop the lease end. End date relatively on or after 0 days. So run an operation, send a notification. This run an operation will be like, it just push to the blueprint operation called stop. Okay. It is just pushing the blueprint option called stop. I will be taking the blueprint session today. So don't worry. So blueprint is nothing but, for example, If any kind of operation, it will suggest a particular relation to be run or a particular script to be run in the system. Script to be run in the system. So this is called blueprint. Okay. So the blueprint will run an operation to stop that particular functionality or running or particular lease to be gets done, and they will send another notification to them. And the last one is the deprovision after lease end. Date end relatively on or after 7 days. So deprovision in the sense, do you have any idea on that?
Deleting them.
Sorry, it's a kind of
deletion.
provision in the sense we always
removing that on time.
Removing every access. For example, they can't renew it or they can't do
Decommission.
such things. They can't decommission. So it's a total decommission. It's the deprovisioning the particular. So if you see over here, it just gives you the name and everything. But whenever we go for the email notification, okay. So how this notification get triggers is the next step what we have to see in the system. For this, we have to go for the general notification only. Why I'm showing in this one in the sense, sometimes people used to ask for the cloud management and all for lease provision or for the resource over limitations, from which table that this particular notification will be get triggered. Okay. Here, let me can you see the category, guys? An email template.
Yes, person.
Here, our one is cloud. The cloud management, you have 3 notifications. Lease end date reached, stack decommission, lease end, upcoming lease end. So obviously, just note down the table from which it is going out. So it is from the scheduled operation. Let's go on to this table as of now. Did you see anything over here? So the things, whatever which comes in the way, we have a trigger rules over here, correct? Trigger rules over here on lease end date. If anything got triggers, we have a policy rule action that will be running in the system. So if you see in the policy, we have the policy action scripts. See, scheduling defaults. So it will create this particular script will trigger a script, sorry, will trigger a new record in that scheduling one, and that scheduling record will trigger the notification for the particular owner. So I think you can able to match up the stuffs. Mm. So here, if you see, lease end date reached, and this is the target table. If any of the record comes and sit within that particular table, and during the insertion or updation, see, during the insertion or the updation of a particular one, it just started. Just go through this, see, just go through the status.
So Prasi, that script will update the table. Huh?
Yes.
Okay. Can we have that scripts, Prasi? Can we?
Those are like protected, so protected you can't see it. These are protected script. You can't even see this one actually. So the operation type is notification and status is in progress, and the notification is this is the name. So it will happen during the insertion or the updation of a particular record, and it will be sent to this particular person. Target assigned to dot comma target owned by, to whom this is assigned, and to, I mean, who is the owner of this particular asset, not asset, I mean, the particular person. And you know about these things, right? So from the email template, this particular one is coming up. If I show the review notification, they have put just a simple message. Yeah. And body, it doesn't have anything. So this is the table relationship and how it will be triggered, and from which table it will be triggered. All the information you can see from the policies itself. Okay. So you know, like when to send and what to send and which table it will get triggered, by which record it is creating a new record in the particular table. Because nowadays, what happened? So nowadays, what it happens in the sense, see, scheduling default, here it is the policy script action is the new another policy. Okay, it will be creating from a particular catalog item to be get launched. In this one, it just have a rule called only one default one rule it has. It is executing a script over here. On catalog item launch, it is triggering. The script action is actually running in the backend for this one. The script action name is scheduling defaults. Let us see like how this, where the script action comes from. So up to now, any questions you have? Guys?
No.
No,
Proceed.
right? Okay, scheduling default, I'm going to share a link with you. Okay, so this is like it doesn't only comes with ServiceNow, this particular script, it also loads with multiple other scripts for the scheduling default. Now, I think you may come across like each and every script what ServiceNow is giving to you. It has an explanation for that code. Did you see any kind of docs as of now from the Washington, D.C.?
No, Prasi.
No.
Prasi, that email notification, is that before going to decom is email will be triggered to the ultimate person, or how it's going to work, Prasi? Just eager to understand that.
And also, Prasi, actually, I'm having one doubt. We are having some servers like that, no? So how can
Sorry. What would?
we are having some servers, means like VPC servers or the other network servers we are having. And how can we keep a policy for that one only for particular server?
Policy for a particular server.
Yeah.
So, we, for example, here you have to write something and give some trigger conditions name.
Okay.
In this trigger condition, policy trigger condition, whatever you give, here you will be writing some more things. I will going to show you this one only as of now. Okay, policy or trigger type has its own way to do. I'm going to show you that. In this thing, you can understand for which item alone you have to trigger that.
Oh.
Can you open this particular docs link actually?
Yes, Prasi.
Thanks. This scheduling script has multiple things in ServiceNow, okay? It's a protected script also. So it will call only the scheduler. But in our case, this script is working. Check upcoming termination dates. Okay. This is the schedule script. The description checks nightly for terminate. Every night, it will check for the termination ends on the contracts coming on 90 days, 50 days, 10 days, depends on the contract duration field. This is the out of the box feature we have in ServiceNow. Okay. And this is the script. If you click on this, explain this code in the sense. See, this is the new feature in ServiceNow from Washington, D.C. It will try to explain the code each and every line. See, so hereafter, if you need some help about the code explanation or something, you can even try helping out by yourself as well. Okay, here in our situation, the contract due notice function is used to update the status of contract in a database. If the glide record object to query the contract table for all active contracts. So first of all, it is just trying to query this one all active contracts it is getting. From that, the termination days 90 days, 50 days, minus 10 days, and it is going to update the record. So in this two-way, use scripts in the business tool to accomplish this one, or it has the several triggered rules to do this particular. So once you get this kind of formatted things or this kind of activities, it will go and put a contract related other, for example, default, if something is going to be get defaulted or something has nearby trigger dates in a sense from the scheduling script, it will be run for a particular contract table and it will put the policy against it. So this kind of out of the box script is running for us. Now we have to see about the policies trigger. Okay. Just give me a minute. I'm just forgot the table name. Here you have multiple other statements and also with the on trigger conditions. These are okay. If you see on our resource operation or whatever things you created over here, it is just resembling over the system. And for each and every, for example, if I take this blueprint provision in a sense, each and every policy trigger condition has some value over here. And that value will go on trigger some condition. Let me show you that one. Where is it? How to do this in a sense, you have to click draft over here. Once I click on draft over here, now you could see that this particular stuffs are comes now in the editable form, but still you couldn't see the policy trigger condition to be opened up. Yes, right? So now you have to open the rule that should perform the action. So you have to click on the new policy action record creation, okay? Here if you see, You can see the action script category and the name over here. And once you go for the creation of a new one, you could see executing a particular script or property can be overridden, or we can abort a process over here. Correct?
Yes, Prasi.
And now, if I click on action script category, I have only one. And here, this action script category, how it will work in the sense, this category, just to select a category, but we can override a particular property over here. We can override the rules, though we can override anything using this category. And in the policies, just like that, I'm going to give this. And I have a new policy rule action over here. You can run an operation or send a notification. Two things alone you can do over here. If you click on create a run operation, it will show lot of operations to be get run for you. And based on the actions, whatever you want to run, you can select it up, and you can also select whether to start, stop, or deprovision for a blueprint operation. Only three things you have: start, stop, or deprovision over here. This is like an policy rule action. You will be creating it over here. And let's see the policy triggers. That is the main important one, what you're trying to achieve as of now, right? I'm going to share another one, link to you. You have to go through that blueprint link. Everyone just open it and go through it once, please. And one more link I'm sending for the policy triggers. This is actually ServiceNow links only, but it has put explanation on it actually. We have multiple trigger items, right? There you have is always executed. Okay. Already executed one, it won't target. It will be targeting whichever going to be get executed. There is a picture over there like provisioning trigger timeline, just to see that one actually. This is like to create an action for the blueprint policy. You have to create some start, stop, or deprovision. Okay. To create some action for the blueprint policy, this one is. The another link which I provided is like explaining about the policy triggers for you. And your question about Uday, like how do you keep a particular server alone for a particular policy, correct? You
Yes,
have to
Kasi.
choose a particular condition in the rules. We have a rules, right? From there, you have to trigger that condition.
Where we need to keep
Here,
the
this
server name.
policy will be used only to like we have to start something, stop something, or to deprecate something, or to send some notification on behalf of something. So these kind of things only it will be do for the policies. Quota is the one which will checks these checks and all it will do, as I said. Policies will be like some kind of what to say, like it has some rules whether to start something or stop something or deprovision. Quota is the checks actually. Just go to the another link I send it to you, Jagdish.
Yes,
So
Prasad.
this is the trigger for the cloud policies. Just go to the below little bit, that particular image here. From the user portal, if you launch a new catalog item in the sense, from the workflow only, the base system approval, catalog start request, blueprint provision, blueprint approval, everything will be takes place in the orchestration workflow or in the cloud workflow. Okay. And in the blueprint orchestration, it will do like the resource operation and catalog item requested. These parts will be taken place in the blueprint orchestration. Now, every time we are talking about a topic called blueprint, right? Now let's move on to the how to perform this blueprints or how to create this blueprints. First of all, what is meant by blueprint? Okay, blueprint is the specialized catalog item template. Okay, for offering cloud services, stacks, or cloud users. So blueprints works with any other cloud provider such as Amazon, whatever it is, Azure. So blueprints are the restricted usage from the Orlando, I think, yeah, Orlando release. So blueprint deploy for the model catalogs. So usually it just runs from the specialized catalog templates, blueprints work. For example, if you take a resource block, the cloud resources included in the blueprint itself. So what resource you want, whether it is VMware or some other mission. So this is also a blueprint, some kind of connection between some other devices. For example, a database should be always connected with a particular server. A logical data center should always connected with some other mm, some other or to say some other provisions or some other AWS resources. So using blueprint, you can add some resource block. You can add some services to it. Cloud account and data centers can be selected from the blueprint. So blueprint is nothing but the whatever the ServiceNow template, sorry, so not ServiceNow, ARM or AWS templates it is providing to you. It is called the blueprints. Still, you can build a cloud blueprint by yourself also. For this, you have to navigate to cloud user portal. Go to designs. Okay. Go to designs and here I couldn't see that. For this, you have to have a role called um, cloud service designer. Just check whether you have that role. If you have that role only, then only you can see that blueprints. Just go to your profile, Jatish.
Yes, Prasi.
No, I think you have to go to users and
What?
no, I think he has to go to users and then only he will be able to. Oh, okay, here itself, yeah.
Okay. I think so. Like, as it is PDI, we can't see it actually. Because from Orlando, this blueprints or we can't say deprecated, it has to be requested from ServiceNow. But instead of that, we have cloud templates. Cloud is a very big topic, guys. Okay, wait, let me share a link for you just to understand about this one. Just open the topic up.
Sure.
Because this may not available in out of the box, but still I used to get requirements for this to create something from ServiceNow. High ticket, we can able to bring that blueprint into the system. Okay. You can still use cloud template for this one, but I like to show you that blueprints. Can you open that?
Sure, Prasi.
What is the time now?
9:45.
Okay. Do you know about the summarize beta? These are from AI actually. The button, first button I showed you about to explain the script, these kind of things and all, no? Everything is coming from the AI only actually. This is something like whatever you have within this section, it will give you like a short summary. See?
Yeah, GPT summary, this tool offers brief.
Nice only, right?
Yeah. So we can go with that GPT only, no? Plus, if any questions like that.
Mm. So usually I have my own subscription with this OpenAI, okay?
Okay.
So if you go for I mean, I'm talking about GPT only. You can go and you can ask questions. Even though nowadays the interviews we are taking up, no? While the interviewer asking the question itself, it is showing the answer in the screen for the other persons. You know?
it is easy to crack then.
It is very easy to crack. Sometimes this how to say, like these kind of scenario based questions and all we were asking. For that thing also it is giving some theoretical answers, it seems. Even though the people can't come to the exact answer, but they can somehow match with the answers.
But subscription based will give accurate. I heard that process. Is that true?
No.
Okay.
I had the subscription.
Mhm.
I don't think, but you will be, for example, if you see my screen, you can able to understand what it does for the subscription.
Mhm.
I'm just sharing my screen, just to let you know.
Yeah.
And this is my GPT screen. I think you can see. Okay.
Yeah.
The only thing what I have over here means I can access other AIs over here. Not only this, I can access other AIs within GPT itself. For this left, see, I can access Canva from here itself. Or I can access some other devices also. For example, can you see? So these kind of provisions only I can be.
Okay.
From here, I can access other stuffs. But search engine will be working same for everybody. This is the plus I'm getting from here. But still, if you want to have some pro version in these things and all, you have to pay separately for that.
Okay.
For example, if I go for this, right, for me, this chapter okay, I go with this one. In this also, if I want to have pro version, then I have to pay for it. It will work in this way actually. Not, I mean, you can explore other GPTs from here. This is one add-on advantage. For example, this some GPT provided items and all, it will be free. But due to this subscription, we can earn from something, but I don't know what is it exactly, how they are making money from this GPT itself actually.
What is the subscription cost, Pasi?
I don't remember, but nearly it is 500, I think so. So I don't know why it is coming in this language, even though I kept this.
Is Tamil only?
I'm just see about it in English only. I never, you don't even change my language, but suddenly it is appearing like. So I don't know how to change this one actually now. Where I have to update this. Not sure.
Translate.
I think I am in this one actually. I'm in this one, okay.
Okay.
So this one is something like we can able to use some 5x messages DALI we can use actually. That is one plus which is given by this one. GPT itself actually. To create some images and all, we will be using this DALI. That is, yeah, everything is coming in. Hey, I don't know what is happening. Okay. So some imagination into imagination. For example, if I go with cartoons, it will give some images to me. So cartoon, let me give a Barbie. But this guy will ask multiple questions to us. See, give me some more details. What are the characters I want to include? What is the specific scene I have to include? What to say? It's like I'm talking to a guy, you know.
Okay.
I can't create image right now. Can you help me with something else? So this DALI will be coming to you. You can create unlimited images using this guy actually. So some GPT inbuilt items and all free for you, but other companies provisions and all for pro version you have to pay. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. I usually using this for mainly to this what to say, like some of my VGG model creations and all I will be using this one, not more than that.
Okay.
Some coding related. For example, if I ask something in ServiceNow, how to add external library to ServiceNow from GitHub. Okay. It will give even though ServiceNow steps itself. But for coding purpose and all, I don't use this guy because it won't be that much helpful for the complex coding and all. I mean, I'm not sure about other technologies, but for ServiceNow, I don't see this one is working so good. Another one, what I use is like VS Code. That one will be so good for coding. You can use that VS Code. So if for VS Code, you have to go for GitHub Autopilot. GitHub Autopilot VS Code. From here, you can overview this one. This one is really giving some very good coding for, even though for ServiceNow, JavaScript, many other thing. I used this one. This one is very, very good. You can try this one. Many code, what I get from ChatGPT, it won't works for us that much, but still VS Code really, really very good for coding action. This guy
How to
will
use this, Prasik? Can you show me this small example?
VS Code actually
I don't know how to use this.
it will be like this, okay?
So
Okay, I just removed from this one, but I have it in my another system.
okay,
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 this one is very good. Okay, what it will
Oh.
happen? This particular icon is a chat. Okay, you can chat and ask this guy. One
okay,
very important one is like if you give a code and it asks you and you can ask them to write a test test
Okay.
cases or test steps to be get produces. And these kind of things they will be providing, and you can give some coding or give some of your work to be there, and you can ask a functional document to it. It will print a functional document, technical document. All
Oh.
these things it will give it.
Okay.
So usually I don't take much time to complete my job because I will paste everything within this and I will ask a technical document from it. It will provide very good technical documents.
Oh, great.
According to your organization template, you just want to change it up. And you just have options to upload templates also in this one. If you ask within the template or if you give some example file for this one, and if you ask for to have same kind of file format and all, it will work and give it to you.
Oh, okay, okay, fine.
And test cases and all it will write. For example, in some of the test scenarios, you will be writing some test in the coding itself, right? These
Yes,
kind of
yes.
coding test cases and all it will write and give it to you.
Okay.
You have to install ServiceNow for this one, like this, how it is showing Python, C++ and all, no?
Oh,
When
okay, okay.
this app criteria, you can, it has ServiceNow, this one ServiceNow portal, it has ServiceNow JavaScript, it has. So just
Okay.
install that package alone. And from that package, if you ask that chat, here also you just have the chat guy. If you go and ask that chat, you just chat with this guy and it will provide you the answers.
Okay, okay. Thanks, Prasad. Yeah.
Prasi, do we need to change that languages when we ask, or it will give automatic?
No, you have to see. Go into that language which will give more good answers. It is not compulsory, but you have to install that package, then only it will work. In
Okay.
chat, you can ask anytime, but you have to install that package alone with it.
Okay.
Even though this guy can create multiple images, digital processing and all it is doing. 3D, 4D images and all I just created using this. It is working fine for me.
So this
So
is also AI based, right, Sadhvi?
it is also AI based, but this is the GitHub recommended one actually.
Oh, okay.
For example, if you go, even though for the 4 articles, GitHub articles, VS Code works very good. I mean, they are recommending this software, this particular AI.
Okay.
From GitHub only I came to know about this one actually. Okay. So for cloud and all, you can ask multiple things to this guy. Even those steps to produce, how to redirect to over here. Even very good for document creations, guys. I can assure it to you.
It's very helpful, Prasi. Thank you.
So just move on to the next one. Okay. Just go for GitHub, but at this subscription comes under 750 per month, I think so. But
Okay.
worth it actually. Even though like interview scenarios and all you can ask this guy. Toughest scenarios for your workout and all you can ask. For example, if you're learning this cloud in the sense, you can go and ask them what are the ways you can create a resource stack, what are the errors you may face while doing this resource stack. It will give very good answers to you. Okay, so I think this may help you in your regular day-to-day activities to move forward.
Yeah.
Just try with it so you can have good things on this one. Okay? So let's see tomorrow, guys. Okay.
Sure, Prasi. Yeah.
Thank you, Prasad. Yeah.
Thank you, Prasi.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Prasad.
Thanks.